We go through every day in life judging distance, and we judge that distance in an instant. And the one thing that we use to judge that distance is our eyes. We see something, we compute that distance, we instantly make up our mind how strong we're going to throw something or pass something to that object, and then we go ahead and let it happen. But when it comes to chipping, I see a lot of people making the fundamental mistake of they let their eyes wander to the wrong position. If you're going to judge distance through your eyes, you need to learn to look in the right area. Now, you've got to remember in a chip shot there's two parts to the overall journey, and there's two factors controlling the overall distance. The first part is when the ball's in the air. The second part is when the ball's along the ground. The first part is controlled by you. The length and strength of the swing will determine how far the ball travels through the air. Once it hits the ground, the trajectory of the shot will control or determine the amount of roll that you're going to have, and that's controlled by the loft that's on your club. So when you're chipping, the first thing you've got to do is establish where do you want that ball to land. And if you start to look at that point, you'll start to get a better feel for how long and strong you need your swing to be to land it in that point. How you want it to react from there, that's down to your choice of club. If you want it to stop quickly, obviously you need more loft. If you want it to run more, you need less loft. But the swing to get it to that pitch point, that landing area point, will be pretty much the same. The only thing that will be different is the trajectory in which the ball lands at that point, and therefore the skip and roll that happens after it. So when you're chipping around the green, don't just look from A to the flag at B and say, I've got to get this ball next to that flag. That's a fairly obvious statement. What you've got to think about more is how you're going to get that ball from A to B. And I would like you to break it down more into A, B and C. A's the ball, B's where you want it to land, and C's the amount of roll that's left on the shot. And if you break it down into that, you'll get a better picture of how the shot will actually fly and react. You'll see a lot of the tour players on tour, they spend a lot of time when they're chipping not looking down at their stroke but looking up. And the reason they're doing that is, one, they're focusing on where the ball wants to land, but two, they're also visualising the 3D effect of that shot, how it's going to fly, the amount of bounces, when it's going to check, and then the roll that's left on it. And that's all just done through their eyes. That then translates down into their hands and their body, and then therefore just feel the shot. So, the first thing to do, get your line. It might have a swing on it, like a breaking putt. You've got to allow for that. Get your line. Once you've got your line, think about where you want the ball to land. Once you know where you want the ball to land, think about how much green you've got left to play with and how you need the ball to react. Do you need roll or do you need it to stop? The good thing about that lesson is you can start to play many different shots around the green with very similar swings. All you're doing is controlling the flight and the roll by changing the club. So your technique doesn't have to change a lot. I see all too often people go for their trusty chipping club and they try and play all the shots with that. That's actually a little bit harder for you to do because you're in control of every aspect of that shot then. You've not changed your club, so you have to determine the strength of every single one. Whereas here with this little demonstration, I'll show you that with a similar swing, you can get two very different results just by changing the loft on your club. So pick your line, go through your setup like we talked about the previous few weeks, but when you're making your stroke, with those shoulders and arms working together, rather than looking down at your stroke, let's put our eyes up to where you want that ball to land, and it will be a lot easier for you to determine the strength of where you want it to land on the green. So once you've done your eyes up drill, we go through our setup, and then we just try and trust the feel of that swing.